Years keep passing me by. Every day is the same. I'm no longer excited by most things. Each year, the number of things that are new and excite me keep reducing. There are new experiences, but all of them feel the same. Everything feels calculated, stale, and grim. The world is less colorful, less hopeful, less joyful. There used to be a time in my life when everything excited me, filled me with curiosity, and jogged my imagination. Every day was new. Everything was exciting. I looked forward towards tomorrow for the unlimited possibilities it held. Waking up in the morning, thinking about all the fun I could have today, tomorrow, and the day after that. I had forgotten all about the wonder and whimsical joy I had experienced during my childhood until recently when I read Yotsuba. Yotsuba is a slice-of-life comedy manga by Kiyohiko Azuma, whose another famous work, Azumanga Daioh, which you must have watched or read, and if you haven't, then you are surely missing out on a comedic masterpiece. Yotsubato's story centers around a young girl named Yotsuba, who is cheerful, quirky, curious, and an oddball. The story in Yotsuba has no continuing plot. However, there is time progression and Yotsuba's development with her daily life journey of discovering new things, which she is ignorant about, things a child her age would be expected to know. Most of the comedy comes from the daily misadventures of Yotsuba and she learning about new things she is unfamiliar with. Many examples of that can be found in the very first chapter itself. For example, on page 21, Yotsuba's first encounter with the swing is an excellent set piece which is there to tell us about her curious and venturous nature. Not only that, it also serves as a situation in which we get to see her from another character's perspective, which tells us that she looks like an oddball even to a regular kid. And from there we go to page 23, where we get to see her genuine surprise and awe when she finds out how swings work and her excitement and zeal to experience it herself. On page 24, we see the joy and the sparkle as she experiences it for the first time. Best unknown to a child what is dangerous and what is not. Learning from your failures is a thing, and Yotsuba surely learns from it in here. You know when you tell a child not to do a thing and then they do exactly the thing you asked them not to do? Yotsuba, when swinging on the swing with the fears of all the gods, she is told not to leave her hands. And you know what she does? She leaves her hands. As she leaves her hands, she goes flying from the swing like a booger flicked off a finger. Through this experience, Yotsuba learns that leaving your hands during swing can be dangerous, which serves as another example of Yotsuba learning and experiencing new things. And learning new things isn't always a joyous event. This manga does an excellent work of writing characters who act their age and talk and think how a real person would. For example, in the first chapter when Yotsuba meets Fuka for the first time, she happily goes with her when she is told that her father asked Fuka to bring her. But then she slowly remembers that her father taught her not to go along with the stranger who tells her that her father asked them to bring her. As she remembers that, she tries to slide off and run away from Fuka to find her dad. This right here presents the genuine and pure nature of a child. Now when she reaches her father and is told that Fuka and the other girls, Ena and Asagi, are the new neighbors, a grown-up child would feel shy and embarrassed after causing trouble for the people who were trying to help them. But in Yotsuba's case, she forgets what all happened and then she greets them with a beaming smile, showing the simple nature of a young child. This manga has done a superb work of introducing all the characters and communicating their personalities and then playing them off of each other in a way that turns everyday events into an adventure and a new experience for Yotsuba and a fun read for you. What Yotsuba is about is experiencing things anew through a fresh and always exciting life of Yotsuba. All the chapters in the series have been titled as Yotsuba, meaning Yotsuba and which tells you about what new thing Yotsuba is going to experience or learn about in that chapter. For example, the third chapter, which is titled Yotsuba and Global Warming. In this chapter, Yotsuba finds out about what air conditioners are through Asahi, and then she learns about global warming from Ena. The chapter follows a structure of introducing the thing to Yotsuba. Then she gets curious about it. She tries it out, experiences it, then she gets in trouble or causes trouble because of it. Then funny events happen. Then she is explained how it works. We can take an example of that from chapter 2, where Yotsuba sees a delivery man ring a bell, and she notices that when you ring a bell, a person comes out of the house. She gets curious about it and then tries to ring the bell, in between which Fuka comes in and rings the bell for her. Yotsuba makes the situation awkward for Fuka, as Yotsuba only rung it to see if a person comes out when she does that, whilst causing trouble for Fuka. Then Fuka explains to Yotsuba what a bell is and when people ring it and when not to ring it. And here Yotsuba learns a lesson from Fuka about the doorbell. It having a simple structure also comes from the fact that it's a children's manga. Its simple progression makes it easier for kids to understand it. However, despite having simple structure and its primary audience being kids, it doesn't feel dumbed down, nor does it feel like it isn't for you, which makes it fun for everyone to read. Its comedy isn't age limited, as all the jokes and gags are well structured and delivered in a very straightforward manner, making it universally funny. This manga has a good sense of its surrounding. It presents the neighborhood around Yotsuba's house in a manner in which you can easily understand where everything is at. The place feels like a real lived-in neighborhood and not just a house in Japan in a convoluted random location. When I read Yotsuba, I feel like I'm a kid again, re-experiencing life again from a brand new perspective. There is a sense of nostalgia for me in Yotsuba, memories of a time when life was simple, relationships were straightforward and not as complicated as now. It is not a thing of era or period. It is a difference of what were your priorities then and what are they now. Time changes people. As you grow older, life gets faster. When you were young, you must remember days feeling like they were never coming to an end. Everything was slower. And now? I was just rearranging my spice dispenser and an hour went by me. How did that happen? I want to feel the joy that Yotsuba feels when she sees an air conditioner for the first time. When I was a young child, I loved asking questions about everything, but my teacher kept shushing me. Over the period of time, the questions I asked kept decreasing. Now I hardly want to ask any questions because I get the anxiety that I'm inconveniencing other people when I ask questions. Reading Yotsuba reminded me that it is important to ask questions, because without asking questions, you'll never learn about new things. Yotsuba has a perfect motto that is on many of its cover pages. Today is always the most enjoyable day. This perfectly encapsulates the complete feel of the manga and the tone of it. It is also a motto that I want to live by. It is a very positive and uplifting message, and it perfectly captures the essence of childhood. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out my other stuff. It's pretty cool as well. And if you like that, then consider subscribing to me for more videos. And let me know if you have any childhood memories that you cherish in the comments down below.